my message is that I think it is still sense-making to keep China on your radar and to keep abreast of what's going on in China for three main reasons. The first one is it is still a good diversifier away from the good or from the mainstream global finance, because I do agree with the comment Danny was making in the last panel that China is doing their own things, is running their own agendas, including interest rate, including of many other policy setting positions. So that's so that's number one. Number two is a stabilizer, which may surprise to some of you. I have a slightly different take on China's macroeconomic situation these days. We just very recently had our third quarter data came out. The economy is doing okay. It's actually doing okay, and the import-export is, it used to be a lagger in the macro environment condition, but in the third quarter data shows that it's bouncing back to positive. So, but again, I think that's more a sector that's reflective of global demand. It's not like China has any problem of producing stuff. It is a softening of the global environment. But generally speaking, I think the import-export is becoming one of the drivers of the economy these days. So overall speaking, I think we're comfortably hitting the 5% GDP growth this year. And our house view, starting from late last year, was 5.3. And I personally think we're still standing a chance of achieving that goal. So that's about that. And also, a lot of people are talking about how China is shifting to a domestic consumption type of model. And I personally think that is a more long-term or medium-term strategy for China, and is often, as you must know, consumption is often the result of several other things: domestic employment and industries, these kind of things, instead of the reason of the economy driver. And also we see, so in that landscape, I think the real challenge for China is to find the new economic driver, shifting away from the past model of development, which is heavily relying on the real estate sector, and which was to fuel the government finance. I think China is in the process of a shifting gear, is trying to find a new driving model. So that's the real stress is coming from. And but overall speaking, I think my view is, in contrary with some of the media may portray to you guys as if China is in the free fall. I don't think so. I don't think China is in the free fall. I think it is a very managed, gradual a decrease of economic growth, rate of growth. So that's my take.